This is the next episode of my XR Weekly News. We are in week 5, 2026. So thank you for all the congratulations to our wedding anniversary. I didn't think that this is causing so much attention because it doesn't have something to do with VR and so on. But I mean, I think it even has to do with my channel, because without my wife and so I don't think I had this motivation to do all that things here, because it's really hard. I'm always thinking about what can I do next on the channel, what is interesting. It's a lot of work, and then prepare everything and so on. Wow, it's crazy. And also, like, January is always a point in YouTube that everything is going down and so on, because Christmas is over and so on. But still, I mean, I do this now since pretty exactly 10 years. So my German channel was born on February 12th, 2016, right? Wow, 10 years ago. And the English channel shortly after that. So 10 years, guys, 10 years of VR content. It's crazy, insane crazy. And it's really crazy work. So, however, guys, the weather here in Germany, everything is white. It's everything snow, cold, icy, crazy. But I've seen videos from the States where they're skiing on the streets, and this is even crazier than here. Wow. So yeah, everything about XR hardware, games, releases and sales. Let's have some fun with the weekly news and let's go.
VoodooDE.
Let's start with the bad news, to be honest. So everything is related a little bit to the Meta layoffs in the VR sector, and now several studios go the same way. They lay off people because they say, VR is not starting as we thought. Meta also says that, and we need to save money and so on. And now one of the most successful studios, Mighty Coconut, laid off 25% of the people. Like, they did Walkabout Mini Golf, guys. Walkabout Mini Golf is one of the most successful Quest games ever. It's also on other platforms, but of course they earn most money on Quest. I think 80% or so, the developers say, and that is freaking insane. I never expected that, and I mean, they don't have so many people. They had like 35 or something like that, and 8 were fired, and now they have 27 or so. But still, this is also other studios like Cloudhead games. They also laid off people, and for me, this is not a good sign, because many people on my channel wrote me, Thomas, why are you angry about this? It's normal and so on, and it's only related to Meta and so on. And as you can see, it's not only related to Meta. These studios are indie studios, and I don't know. This is I don't feel good for that. Perhaps I'm wrong or so, because when you read the news, this guy says, we are investing in VR, and then on the other side you see all the layoffs. I mean, is that normal to kick 25% of the people out? For me, it's not normal. Like, here in Germany, I don't know if when in my company, I have a full-time job, as an IT admin. And when in my company 25% people get fired, this would be in the TV news, definitely. So for me, it's not just normal. I mean, of course, it's a small studio, but still, I don't have a good feeling about this. And I don't say VR is dead. Definitely not. VR is absolutely not dead. And but perhaps for the worst case that could happen, and this is standalone will be dead. This could be the worst case. I definitely don't hope that, because standalone VR is very important and very nice. I love what Meta did in the past and so on. I don't want them to be dead, but if this case happens, then we have to focus on something else, and this is gonna be PC VR. Definitely PC VR because of all the nice mods, and also PlayStation VR 2 perhaps. Some people said Pico will save the standalone world, but no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Perhaps in the Asian market, but I don't think so. So yeah, I hope this will not happen, but I don't have the best feeling about this. I mean, Meta will definitely continue with all that stuff, but much lower, and the progress will be much slower. We will talk about this later as well. So what do you think about all of this? Or write it in the comments below. I have a good news and a bad news. So for me, the bad news, perhaps it's the bad news, is that Meta will put the Navigator user interface as the standard user interface for Meta Quest. I didn't expect that because they rolled back and now it's coming back. I absolutely didn't like the Navigator user interface. I didn't even understand that really, but that was the old one. So this looks a little bit different. Perhaps we have a better Navigator right now. I at least I hope so. But the definitely good news, guys. Whoa! Horizon feed will be removed. Finally, oh my God. So the thing is, it was absolutely clear from the beginning on. What are you doing when you switch on your Meta Quest? What's the first thing? Of course, close the Horizon feed. So why on earth did they force us to use that? It's stupid. Nobody wants to see those stupid Instagram reels from some people, whatever, or created worlds by some whatever guys. And this is freaking insane. Nobody needs that. And finally, they will remove it. Whew. So this, for me personally, it's a good news. So let me know what you think about it. And the story continues. So the CFO of Meta, Susan Lee, she was asked what's the situation at Meta, and she was asked about VR and so on. And it sounds good what she said. She said she has still optimism in the future of VR, and they are still building VR headsets. I mean, if you ask a person in this position at a huge company, of course they have to say that everything is good, because otherwise this would not make sense. Everybody would sell the Quest if she said no, VR is gone for us. Of course she can't say that. Even if it was true, she can't say that. Yeah, of course. But yeah, still, she also says they are focusing on wearables, and they have to balance their budget to different departments, like of course AI and wearables, away from VR. Yeah. And they see themselves as a market leader there in wearables, and reducing the investment in VR is a good idea for now. And also Mark Zuckerberg says it's better to reduce the investment in VR because later we have a profit then in VR. I don't know if this is true. I really hope that when you see the costs here, this is freaking insane. I really hope they are doing better in the future and still keep VR alive. So the goal is that they have like a win situation in 2027 or something like that. But I don't think this is going so fast. Perhaps if they reduce VR more and then have success with the Ray-Ban glasses or so, I don't know. It's freaking insane. What do you think? Like, where's they will not focus on producing VR games anymore. We know that already. They say, okay, we give you the hardware and the operating system, and then you give us the software, like the indie developers, right? And that's the future. So hopefully, I mean that that likely means we will not get AAA games on Quest anymore, because indie developers just cannot afford that. It's impossible. So we will perhaps get good indie games or so, and PC VR stuff, right, for Quest. But still, that's the goal for Meta. And they were also asked about the leak in December, where there was a leak that says, okay, we have to reduce VR costs, and the Meta Quest 4 will come earliest at the end of 2027. This is crazy, earliest. So expect that to be in 2028. But they don't say something about that, of course. They just said, yeah, we are still into VR, we are still developing, but nothing, no names and things. But many in the industry, they say, okay, I think Meta already canceled the new Quest. But I don't think that. I don't think there's already a paper signed by Mark Zuckerberg that says we quit the Meta Quest project. I don't think so. I don't think so, and that means I think they still don't know themselves if they bring the Quest 4. There is something, they are developing something, but perhaps they will decide if they bring it 2027, 28 or not. But I don't think there is a decision yet, hopefully. And hopefully they will bring a Quest 4. It will be much more expensive. We all have to realize that. No subsidizing anymore, but yeah. Hopefully they will bring a Quest 4 and a good Quest 4. We will see. And another topic that was really interesting the last weeks, so the Luke Ross mods. We all know that he had to take down the Cyberpunk 2077 mod because CD Projekt Red said, you make money with our game behind a paywall, and that's not allowed. Okay, I can understand that a little bit, yeah. And also many people said, the Luke Ross mods, they suck, they are so bad, and so on. I can also understand that a little bit. There are mods that are much better. The Unreal Engine Injector is for free and works with almost all the games. And still, he's angry about the DMCA takedown tool that you can use. Big companies can use that, or everybody can use that to take down like everything that has something in common with their software. And he's angry about this. And now he got another DMC takedown by what was that again? Ghost Runner, yeah, 505 games. And now he decided to remove all mods, so you cannot download them anymore. They are gone. And he said he wants to bring it back, perhaps in some way, but he has no solution for now. Yeah, I think I would also take them down because I would be afraid to get all the DMCA takedowns. I don't know if he's coming back, perhaps for free or so. We will see. Surveys. So last week I asked you, where should the tech be in 10 years? What is more important to you? And most people said perfect graphics and FOV. Don't care if device is big. This is crazy because many people always write me in the comments, the future is small glasses, nobody wants big glasses and so on. But as you can see, this is not for everyone. So on my German channel, I have the same, even heavier, that they say perfect graphics. And for me, it's the same. You see my head. My eyes are very deep in my head, like here, and this is like causing a very small field of view for me, and I really need bigger field of view. Even if the device is big. That's why I already love the Pimax Crystal Super OLED. It's a huge headset, but still it has a nice field of view and so on. Yeah, But also, that's why I clicked the first one. But many people also said sunglasses form factor, and it's more. We have 23% here on my German channel. It's 17%. And I think the thing is, most people participate here from the United States, and there the small form factors like the sunglasses things are spreaded much more than here in Germany. Germany is old school, you know, and we don't like new technology here so much than you guys in the States. And perhaps that's why many people more say sunglasses. But all in all, most people want bigger field of view. Very interesting and better graphics. And you also posted a lot here. It's crazy. Thank you. Thank you for participating. And now the next survey. This is interesting, because we just saw also a lot of advertising on web pages and so on. So the question is, would you accept ads in VR games if the games were cheaper? Crazy question, right? So we see a lot of advertising everywhere. So for example, if you watch Amazon Prime, you're interrupted for 1 minute during your series, and Netflix and so on. What do you think when the games are much cheaper, like half of the price, would you accept ads in VR? Like, if you don't accept that at all, you have to click this here. Absolutely not. VR is my escape. This here. If you say, okay, it depends on how intrusive that is. So if you would accept that if there is only a small small hint of a ad or so. Or on the other side, if you are interrupted during the gameplay for 30 seconds or so, so then you click this here. If you only would accept that in the menu, not in the gameplay at all, then you choose this. And if you want to say yes, like in real life, billboards, etc., this is what I mean. For example, when you start Half-Life Alyx, you are at the balcony, and then you can grab those cans. And perhaps if you grab one of those and it's the original Coke, would you accept that? Or in the background on the billboard there is a Google Pixel advertisement or Apple advertisement, something like that. Would you accept that? Then you would hit the first button. This is very interesting if you would accept that if the game is cheaper then. So please participate. In the description you will find the link also in the first pinned comment. Please participate as much as possible. And let's check out the releases this week. We have a Get Set Go, Play Build Go on MetaQuest. As always, you get 10% off with my coupon code VoodooDE on all Quest games. And this is a jump and run sandbox action sports game, a mix. Then we have Mole a Hole on Steam. This is you dig a hole and you have to sell like diamonds and things. Then we have Demon Street. This is a neon style roguelike shooter. And then we have Band on Destruction. This is an Angry Birds clone. And then we have Cinephoria. This is like an art game where you can see like different art styles. And then we have Dungeons of Doom. This looks interesting. This is like in VR action RPG. Perhaps I want to show that or so. And then we have on PlayStation VR 2, we have Skyleap. This is a parkour game. And we have Umami Grove. This is like a game where you can have fun and explore and cook and so on. Yeah, these were the releases this week. Okay, guys, let's talk about the sales this week. So on the MetaQuest platform, we have Last Labyrinth. This is a horror puzzle game. It's very brutal, so not for children. You can get it for $19.99. Then on Steam, we have the VR game ever, Half-Life Alyx. For me, still the best VR game. You can have it 70% off. Absolutely amazing. We have Paper Beast. This is a relaxing, exploring adventure. 90% of The Curious Tale of the Stone Pets is like a game for children where you have to find some small items. It's nice. It's very cute. 85% off. Then we have Ghost Signal. This is a space action adventure with a little bit of strategy, 90% off. And on the PlayStation VR 2 we have Hubris. This is a very nice looking action adventure, 70% off. We have Alien Rogue Incursion, 75% off. Resident Evil Village, nice horror game, 75% off. And Hitman World of Assassination is 80% off. So guys, go in the description and in the first pinned comment and participate in the weekly survey. This is very important. And also consider to do a membership on my YouTube channel. You get behind the scenes videos, early access videos, WhatsApp VIP, and all the perks. Check it out. Subscribe, thumbs up, hit the bell, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya.
VoodooDE